Hey guys, today I'm back with another video and the Lakers have clinched it. They have closed out game 6 against the Heat. It was a dominating game from the Lakers to say the least. Holy cow, that game was ended before halftime. Amazing, absolutely amazing. In wake of that, I thought, I made a prediction video way back before the playoffs began, so why not I react to that. Yeah, so this is pretty much it, and then I'm gonna see how badly I did, because I said some wild stuff in this video. Alright, so I'm gonna skip around and find the parts where I did say.
The Eastern Conference, Bucks Magic, same thing as my first prediction video. So they're just too good, simple as that. Bucks in 4.
Alright, so I said Bucks in 4, turned out to be Bucks in 5. I mean, the Magic somehow, someway always find a way to win one game. Last season they did it against the Raps, stunning everybody in the first game, and this season they did the same. But I mean, they put all their eggs into the first game and they forget about the other 3 games. At least that's what it feels like. So Bucks in 4. I got it wrong, but not by too much.
Bucks in 4. Oil machine of the Raptors. Alright, so then we had the 3-6 match.
I believe I said Raptors in 4, and the Raptors really did finished it in 4. Caris LeVert. I mean, when you're, I believe Spencer Dinwiddie didn't play. Spencer didn't play. DeAndre Jordan. I mean, I don't rate DeAndre Jordan anymore, but he still would have been at least somewhat of a factor. He didn't play. Most of their team did not play. So, I mean, Raps in 4 was a very easy choice, and the Nets just too bad for them.
Between the Celtics versus the Sixers. The Sixers, I never gave them a chance in the first. Miami Pacers. Simmons now. No. Celtics in 5. I can see them take.
Celtics in 5. That was my original prediction. What happened was Celtics in 4. Well, I mean, I always thought that this Sixers team should have been able to take a game. You know, you have Embiid, you have Tobias Harris, and you have Josh Richardson alongside Al Horford, right? So the thing is, Embiid should have been good enough to at least win one game on his own. You know, who was his primary defender? Daniel Theis. And I love myself some Daniel Theis, but he's no match for Embiid. And somehow the Sixers still managed to get swept. And of course the games were close, but by the third game they were just like, they just threw in the towel. So Sixers in Celtics in 4. What really happened? I said 5. Alright, my Eastern Conference first round predictions were pretty spot on, just for the amount of games it took. It wasn't that right.
In a game in the bubble, Jimmy Butler has not had a great bubble in terms of his statistics, but and the Pacers, I mean, if you're gonna talk about the Pacers, you're gonna talk about TJ Warren. It's realistically TJ Warren versus the Heat, because that boy is crazy. Ramp it up. Although the Heat team in general is much better than this Pacers team without not healthy, but a prime Oladipo, and without Sabonis. So Heat in 5.
Heat in 5. That was 4. So I said Butler wasn't having a good statistical bubble, which actually was accurate, at least when compared to his finals stats. That boy went crazy. In 5, I guess I put too little respect on the Heat's name. I think that's the low and short of it, as you will see later on in the video.
Yes, I can see TJ Warren going off, but I don't see I guess that's all you read. Not sure what happened to Montrezl Harrell. He has neither really impressed me. Realistically speaking, neither of them impressed me. But the Clippers, they have Kawhi. Simple as that. Championship DNA. That's all the championship DNA you need. So Clippers in 6. I don't think it's an easy out for them because Luka, Porzingis are most likely are gonna pop off at one point or another. But because they are just so inexperienced, I don't think they're gonna go far.
Alright, so Clippers in 6. I got this one right. Hey, I got this one right. Luka did pop off. Luka did pop off, and if Porzingis had not got ejected in the first game and did not get injured, that's a case that the Mavericks would have won. So Clippers in 6 made sense until you saw the first game, which, man, and the Clippers were such a dirty team. Marcus Morris stepping on Luka's ankle and whatnot, but Luka, that boy is a different breed. And then the Clips, I mean, what else to really say? Got this one right. PG. He played awful in this series. I remember he played like one good game, one. So yeah, it would definitely come back to bite them,
right? And then we have Nuggets and Jazz. Nuggets, simple as that. Nuggets in 6 as well. Considering the Jazz, right? They don't have Bogdanovic. Yes, they have Mike Conley.
Alright, I think everything in this section is not gonna be irrelevant because no one expected Donovan and Jamal to absolutely be Kobe and MJ. Essentially, they went bonkers, absolutely bonkers. I said Nuggets in 6. I was not expecting that. I said stuff like Jokic, he's gonna stretch Gobert, he's not good at the perimeter. But Donovan Mitchell, oh my goodness. I remember I got to catch like 1/4 of that series. Yeah, it's an absolute shame. Or did I get to catch 2? Regardless, I got to catch like 1 or 2 quarters of the series, and I was blown away. Jamal Murray is a different man. He's a different breed. And then Donovan Mitchell, he should have won Rookie of the Year. But Nuggets won in 7. I said they win in 6. Honestly, it could have went either way. Had Mike Conley made the shot, had he got a bit more lucky, yeah, it would have went the other way. So I mean, it's a toss up, and I got it right by chance. All right.
The Nuggets have really good which work, but if
yes,
the series, the prior video, whatever it is, this is the last season I'll give James Harden to appear in the playoffs. If James Harden doesn't work out one more time in this playoffs, then there's no. I'm gonna assume he's as good as someone like an Austin Rivers. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna still put Harden at his superstar level right now. Alright, that's the one I'm assuming it off. And considering that the Rockets go small ball, Steven Adams is a non-factor. He cannot play the perimeter. He's worse than Rudy Gobert at the perimeter. So I don't think that unless the Rockets go cold and what yada all that, unless the brilliant mentorship of Chris Paul or Rockets side. So Rockets in 5.
Rockets in 5. Pretty off. Every other series I got it within like one game. Rockets in 5. Let me just say that's not the worst prediction you hear in this video. Oh no, I am not ready for this. The Rockets were up 2-0. Then the Thunder came back, and then Russ came back. Yeah, Russ came back, and I believe they just had cold shooting nights. They went cold for like game 6, game 4, and even game 7. But and then Lou Dort out of nowhere just had 30 points. That's the crazy thing. But James Harden, he was there. The block, Lou Dort's game, absolutely shadowed by James Harden's block at the end. it was again a toss-up. CP3 looked like he was gonna win the game, but on that final possession, the Rockets knew they needed to get it out of CP's hands. So it's a good thing for them. But I don't think anyone really thought the Thunder would have gone this far. So I would still hang high on my prediction. But Rockets won in 7, so yeah. And I was right. Steven Adams was a non-factor. Even worse, maybe.
Rockets in 5. Simply, it's exciting first round matchup. Lakers, Blazers. Yes. Why did I leave this at the end? Lakers versus Blazers. Well, Lakers have been underwhelming, to say the least, in the bubble. They have not been good offensively. They can shoot for their life, and LeBron hasn't been himself. Maybe decent defensively, but you need more than just your defense, right? And the Blazers, they have if the Lakers don't switch on in the playoffs. What if? I know LeBron will. I know LeBron will. That's it. Can I count AD switching it on CP? JaVale? Dwight? Kuzma? Can I count? You know where I'm going with this? I'm saying the Blazers gonna pull off a massive upset.
Oh no, oh no, I'll stop it right there. Oh no. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what I said. I don't know why I thought this. I bet against LeBron. And I paid the price. The Lakers won in 5, so I didn't even get the outcome correct. So, that was. I mean, Dame was quiet. I guess the fatigue really hit the Blazers at the end of the day. The fatigue hit. Nurkic did not look fit. Lakers shut down Dame. Yeah, Dame still had his numbers, but it's not like before the playoffs. Because before the playoffs, Dame was a different breed, an absolute different breed, tearing it up. So I was high, and this is still not the worst prediction. This is the worst prediction on the video, but there are plenty more bad predictions. So this was a bad one, and yeah, don't ever bet against LeBron. Don't ever bet against the king himself.
They have the momentum. So let's go back to the East, because the Heat has so many lengthy defenders to slow down Giannis. But that being said, when Giannis has been slowed down, can we rely on the role players of the Bucks? Yeah, I believe they can do it. Chris Middleton has been is a great number 2 for.
Alright, I believe I said something along the lines of Bucks in 6. Yeah, Heat in 5, that was what happened. Could we rely on the Bucks surrounding pieces around Giannis? Not really. Only when Giannis was completely out of the series, when he went down with the injury. Did he foul out in game 4? Did he foul out? I don't remember. But he wasn't in the game for whatever reason. And then Chris Middleton went berserk. And then Brook Lopez went Splash Mountain. Only when Giannis wasn't around did they really play well. So with Giannis around, they did not really show it. And then Giannis, they built the wall, man. They built the wall. It was sad to see, because I really want Giannis to win. I really wanted Giannis to win. But the Heat, they did well. They didn't even shoot the ball well, the 3-ball that well this series, if I'm not wrong. They had 1 or 2 games that they did shoot it quite well, but in general they were just average. When you know the Heat with Duncan Robinson, with Tyler Hero, with Jay Crowder even, with Dragic, they have good shooting, and they did not shot it too well this series, but it still came out in 5. And it could easily have been a sweep. So Another one of my predictions gone wrong. Let's see the Boston Celtics versus the Raptors
He
next.
still Kemba, mainly allowing Jason Tatum to flourish. But even then, it's just JT, sometimes Jaylen Brown, sometimes Marcus Smart, and then sometimes Kemba that are doing some really nice stuff for the C's. While the Raptors, Lowry, Siakam, their bench players, Serge, Gasol, depth than the Celtics team, but also just being, I don't want to say better coached. If you want a 7-game series where you're going to have multiple defensive schemes, as Nick Nurse have shown, playing the box and one against to instill in the Raptors team, I just think they're there. I think they're there. I don't think the Celtics can beat the Raptors in 7 games. I just don't think so. I don't want to go into unless, because I'm gonna keep saying unless the Celtics get hot and whatnot. I just don't think
Alright, so believe I said Raptors in 7. So I was right about a few things. There was going to be a lot of defensive schemes changes. We saw a lot of zone. We saw man-to-man. We saw box and one. But other than the main thing, that the outcome I got wrong, Kemba was a dog, except that one game where they played box and one against him and he couldn't do anything. But it's a box and one. It's meant to stop a guy. JT went off per usual. I mean, it should be expected, I guess, for he's so good. He's just so good. I guess we kind of expected that. But I absolutely slept on Jaylen Brown, and absolutely slept on Marcus Smart on the offensive side because I love his defense. I absolutely love Marcus Smart's defense. But yeah, it's just this was a toss up. This was a toss up. It went down to the wire. I don't think anyone could have foresaw Siakam playing as bad as he did. Jaylen Brown and JT are good defenders, but I wasn't expecting him to be atrocious. I watched Game 7. It was not nice. It was not nice for Pascal. So, yeah, Lowry was fine. Freddie was the only one that really, really showed up alongside OG. And if you think about it, had the Raptors, the players that not disappointed that much, it could easily have been the Raptors going through in 7, But also in the same sense, it could also have been the Celtics going through a lot easier as well, since OG had to make that crazy buzzer beater. Absolutely crazy buzzer beater. So Raptors in 7, I don't feel too bad about this one because Celtics won in 7. So I wasn't too far off, but my reasoning was all over the place. Right. Next.
So skill, basically the rap. He still. The Clippers don't really have anyone to guard Jokic. Jokic, although he has gotten skinny, he's still able to use all his post moves effectively. Alright, yeah, he's their starter, but he ain't all that. Montrez, I have no idea what happened to Montrez. So, who do the Clippers have? Nobody. Nobody to guard Jokic. That being said, Kawhi, it's Kawhi with perimeter defenders, but Mike Conley gonna get overrun. The Clippers are gonna get overrun down low, but they're a decent defensive rebounding team because they rebound all together. So I think the Clippers will go on in 6 against the Nuggets.
Alright, so I said Clips in 6. We all know that the Clips infamously blew that 3-1 lead. With each closeout game, them having like 16 points of a lead. I want to say I don't feel too bad about this one, considering no one could have foresaw the Clippers blowing 2 or 3 20-point leads, and Kawhi and PG, or rather PG and Kawhi, because exclamation on Kawhi, because no one would have expected Kawhi to play so poorly in Game 7. I mean, Raptors, I mean, in a nutshell, it made sense for the Clips to have been in 6, but Jamal Murray went off. Jokic dominated. I severely underestimated how well Jokic would play without a good defender on him. They had to put Kawhi on him. Like Kawhi is a good defender, but at the end of the day, Jokic is so much bigger than Kawhi. Sounds kind of sus, right? But Jokic is just so much bigger than Kawhi. You know, even when they did put Kawhi on Jokic, it wasn't that effective. It was not that effective. So, and Jamal slowly grew into that series. Like, this game 1, he was trash. Game 2, he was somewhat trash. Game 3 and onwards, he started to get that rhythm. And then he started to get comfortable. And then he started to win. So, but the fact that the Clips blew several 20-point leads in several closeout games just proves the point that it's unfortunate the way I've predicted this. Yeah. So I was wrong. So outcome's wrong. So 3 out of the 4 so far I've gotten wrong, and considering that the Lakers are out in the first round in my prediction, I got all 4 wrong. All 4 semi-final matchups wrong.
Don't beat the first seed.
In fact, there is actually like no reason to keep going with this video, with this prediction video, because I believe I said the Rockets went on, then I said the Clippers went on, then I said the Bucks went on, then I said the Clippers went on to win it. There's no real point to watch the rest of the video, because I mean, none of the teams left are relevant except the Rockets, and let me just talk about the Lakers series against the Rockets. Russ, me and my friends, right? My friends are a bit, they don't watch the games. Like, I watch a couple. My friends don't watch the games at all. Then they talk about how they expect one of them said Rockets in 7, you know, and then for the most part we did come to the consensus of Lakers in like 5. But after the first game, you know, Russ played very well in the first game. Don't forget that Russ played well in the first game. Harden played well in the first game. They did not in 2, 3, 4, 5. They did not. Russ after the first game, he was bad. He was just bad, turning the ball over, airballing, missing shots, not even playing good defense. Oh my goodness, it was terrible. And then Harden wanted to let Russ run a bit more of the show, so he was not in the game that much, while trying to let Russ run the show, which he is the best player. He's the best player on the floor. Whenever he had the ball, he was making something happen, but he wanted Russ to do something, and Russ did not. He turned the ball over. He missed the shot. You know, it was terrible. It was horrendous to watch. It was horrendous to watch. And so the Lakers rightfully clinched it. And yeah, it's the rest of the video is irrelevant, because I went on, as I said, I went on to say the Bucks beat the Raptors in 6, I believe. I went on to say the Clips beat the Rockets in 5, I believe. It's all wrong. It's all wrong, because the eventual champions, I thought they would be outed in the first round, which I have learned my lesson. Never bet against the king. So this video, it aged like milk. It aged like some fine milk. It was okay. I mean, for the most part, other than the Blazers versus the Lakers, every single series that I got wrong, you could see why I chose them. Other than maybe the Bucks and the Heat, because that one, that was shocking. Shout out to the Heat though, and especially Jimmy Butler. Going down 2-zip to the King, and then he put in a performance like that. Going down 3-1, and he put in another performance like that. Oh my gosh. It was crazy to watch. It was amazing to watch. Amazing. Jimmy Butler. Is Jimmy Butler a superstar? From this one final series alone. You see? Comment down below. Is he a superstar? And LeBron, he has his 4th championship. LeBron has his 4th Finals MVP. AD has his 1st. I'm happy for Dwight Howard to get his ring. He definitely deserves a ring. But LeBron, can't bet against him. Never will unless he's 40 and showed obvious signs of the decline. But it seems like a robot. He's more of a robot than Kawhi, it seems, because he just keeps going. His body doesn't seem to break down. Year 17 and he's still dunking like mad, right? So yeah, that was my prediction video. It aged like milk. So yeah, give me, roast me in the comments. Absolutely tear me down in the comments, please and thank you. Absolutely do that, because oh goodness, this was bad. It was very bad. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. My review, my original prediction was bad, and yeah, it's terrible. Again, hope you all enjoyed this video. That will be all for me for now. I can't wait for more basketball, but that's at least until next year. And yeah, until next time, I wish y'all a good one.